Slav defense, exchange, symmetrical line,
7.e3e6.8.bd3bx d39.qxd3bd610.bxd611.00012.rfc1 Balanced. Neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Opening with the queen's pawn. The move d5 establishes control over the e4 square, frees up the light-squared bishop, and builds a presence in the center. A wing pawn is available in the queen's gambit to attack the center and divert black's attention away from the e4 square. The d5 pawn is supported by c6 in the Slav defense. The d4 pawn is safeguarded and under control thanks to nf3. nf6 develops the knight toward the center, adds support to the d5 pawn, and controls the e4 square. Cx d5 captures the d5 pawn, attacks the c6 pawn and controls the e6 square. Cx d5 recaptures the pawn and controls the e4 and c4 squares. The pawn on d5 is attacked, the knight advances toward the center, and the e4 square is under nc3's control. The pawn on d4 is attacked, the knight moves toward the center, and the e5 square is under the control of nc6. bf4 develops the bishop to an active diagonal where it controls the center. bf5 develops the bishop to an active diagonal and maintains symmetry. e3 supports the d4 pawn and bishop on f4 and allows the light-squared bishop to develop. e6 supports the bishop on f5 and the pawn on d5 while allowing the dark-squared bishop to develop. bd3 develops the bishop toward the center, attacks the bishop on f5 and prepares castling. bxd3 captures the bishop before white can capture on f5. qxd3 recaptures the bishop. bd6 develops the bishop toward the center and challenges the bishop on f4. bxd6 exchanges dark-squared bishops. qxd6 recaptures the bishop, develops the queen and controls the b8h2 diagonal. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. This takes an open file, a common method for activating a rook. This gains time by putting a queen in danger and getting it to flee. It is ideal. This moves the queen to safety. It is excellent. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. By posing a threat to a queen and compelling it to flee, this wins a tempo. It is ideal. This move puts the queen on a safer square. It is best. That is a logical response. It is quite good. Both players were equally favored, which was balanced. It was a really competitive game. Both players had fantastic starts. Both players played fantastic middle game there. Master games. It is the last book move. Balanced. Neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players.